speaking Russian, they always go, "Whoa, never mind. That's not trying to take money from the angry sound in Russian."
That's funny. I could just hand the phone to the 2-year-old.
I have a house phone.
Let him talk to him.
So before I married my wife, I didn't have. I got rid of it.
Like a landline?
Yeah, I got rid of my landline like years ago. Probably about 15 years ago. I got rid of my landline.
Okay.
And cable too. I dropped cable fucking a long time ago, and that's back when you could stream. Like it seemed like more was on streaming then. It was like basically you only had it was like Netflix and like Prime Video. That was about it. As the two that I had.
Yeah.
But you could stream everything on them. And now there's like 40 different fucking streaming services, whatever. But anyway, so it was like 2010 or so I got rid of all that and just had internet. And so I never got the scam calls. I didn't worry about it. Well, then when I got married to my now wife and we moved in together, well, and that was about 5 years ago now. And she had the landline. And so like I didn't even fucking remember what an actual phone ringing sounded like. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck is that noise? Why do you have noise coming from the kitchen? Oh, it's the phone. But the only people the only people that call that line are scammers. I have never.
Yeah, because most people don't ever have your landline. Who do you give it to? Your grandparents? I mean, who are you going to give your landline number to?
And they all have my cell phone number.
Yeah.
Oh, YouTube.
I would rather text anyway. I ain't about answering a phone.
Richard said YouTube glitched. Yeah, I don't want to answer. The phones are dumb. I mean, if you have a long story, I'd rather you call me than text me this fucking novel. Right? But for the most part, yeah, phones are dumb. I don't want a phone. I mean, I want my phone, but just so I can text you. I don't want to talk on it.
Right? I just want to text you.
Yeah.
If you could text from landline, that'd be great.
Go back to like the push of the button 4 times for an S or whatever. I don't want to do that shit. Oh, shit.
That's funny.
So speaking of like getting fucking scammed and shit, or let's go back to the being stoned and eating dumb shit. I fucking, was it 2 or 3 nights ago? Got all fucked up, and then I was eating some cheese puffs or some shit. And like apparently my mouth forgot it had a tongue in it. And I bit the shit out of the tip of my tongue.
Ooh, that's not good.
And it like won't heal. It won't heal. Like it's been like 3-4 days now and it just will not heal. And it fucking hurts bad.
Oh. What side?
Around the tip, around the very tip. Around the end.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yep.
I burnt that before, and that's never fun. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. What do you do? Buy a new one.
Suffer. Did either of you ever have to deal with Army and Signal WhatsApp? No. I don't think I ever dealt with that. And no. YouTube stream is down. Is that old? Is it YouTube? No, it's back up.
Yeah. Yeah, because
the stream is back up.
Franco said a minute ago that it glitched.
Yeah, it was down for a couple minutes, I think. And
we've just kind of had some connectivity issues. Like, yeah, James said it's back. Yeah, it fucking, well, because you glitched out, and then, like, on my restream, I'm only showing 5 people. We went from, like, 130 something to 5.
Oh, no.
So something glitched, and it's coming back.
Yeah, it did. It went kaput.
But it's coming back on its own, right?
Yeah, because it's back now.
Mm-hmm. Fuck it. Whatever. We got the 5
but
people.
It's like
whatever.
Way far behind.
It's fine. It'll be all right.
We don't care.
Oh, yeah. He said YouTube is fucking off. Is it still fucking off now? Is it fucking off again? Well, why is everyone on YouTube then? Why? Hold on, let me go.
I mean, it's back up.
Now it's saying Facebook.
It's just real far behind, like real far behind.
I'm showing that all 3, that YouTube is up and X is up, and then Facebook is down now. Huh.
It's the gremlins. They're back.
This did this to me the other day. Like 2 weeks ago, it did this too, where it was like bouncing back and forth between like working and not.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Are we back? No, that's not it. That's not what I want to look at. I got the wrong screen open. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, it says we're live. Hold on. No, we're back up.
Yeah, mine said mine says YouTube's up, and that Facebook is sending data, but it's not. It's not streaming. It's just sending data. I'm not receiving anything. Whatever. Fucking. We probably got zucked for saying something. Probably talking about weed or something.
Ah, they zucked us for the weed.
Maybe
that would be a bummer thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Considering they have all those little like ads and things for stuff.
And then fucking Elon Musk smokes weed with Joe Rogan, and they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
You know what I mean? Well, we're not.
Do you have to be Joe Rogan in order not to get zucked for
smoking weed on air? Probably.
And mine's just Texas legal. This is legal in Texas. It's just
it's coach's joke about marriage got us sucked. That's what it was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Coach's fault.
Yep, that's who I'm blaming.
I blame Coach. Yeah, no, we're back up on Facebook again.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so as far as I know, we're up on everything now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
because I was worried about that. Because it's always so fucking crazy as to what's going to work and what's not, and it bothers me when it does that.
Yeah,
so it's whatever. I'll just buy a new one. King can fix it, probably. Yeah, that's why.
Let King fix it.
Well, if it's going to keep fucking up, well, we're going to have a short show anyway, so if it's going to keep fucking up, we'll just make it even shorter.
Bastard internet.
Well, that's why I don't know.
Maybe it's because we were talking about getting rid of cable and getting rid of landlines.
Maybe. Which is so weird because I'm on my end, I'm showing that I have zero drop frames. I'm showing that I'm 5x5. 60 FPS frame rate, all my shit looks good. Health, but it even has a little health meter and it says excellent.
Excellent.
I'm fucking excellent. Maybe they're just about it can't be my general health. We all know that's not excellent.
that's a lie.
As I was talking about my tongue missing because I don't know how to eat anymore.
Me either. Don't feel bad.
That's whatever. Someday I'll grow up. But anyway, yeah. So, fuck it. What were we talking about? I don't remember. We just got all kinds of off track.
You were talking about you had gotten rid of cable and
all that. Yeah. So, but now all we get is, and we get if I have a day off where I actually get to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I just get fucking bombarded. You don't realize how many fucking scam calls come in a day unless you sit in the house and listen to the phone ring all day.
Oh yeah, because you still have the landline at the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I bet we get 5 or 6 a day, and we never answer any of them. I never. Do
you guys still have a little thing for voicemail?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it on the actual phone, or is it
It's not like an answering machine. It's it goes to a voicemail, but you can't hear it. So, but
yeah.
We were talking about weed. Oh yeah, let's go back to talking about. I don't care. We'll talk about weed all night. I don't give a shit. Talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, don't bother us now.
Okay, talk about weed then. No, but yeah, I'm surprised how many fucking. I wonder it only takes one person. Like that person they talked about earlier, the lady who got scammed out of $800,000.
Yeah.
It only takes one of those people to make it worth it. You know what I mean? Oh, let's do this. That does not sound good at all.
I was about to say, you got me a little confused. Will you explain yourself, sir?
No. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out why. I just heard in the background, okay, let's do this. And I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. Coming from a child, that means something's going to be on fire.
Oh, well, there's a 14-year-old watching them all.
Oh, they're fine.
So,
yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, they've got the 14-year-olds out there. They're not just, I didn't just like throw two 8-year-olds and a 2-year-old into the other room and be like, I'll be with you in a few, guys.
I mean, I would do that, but I'm a bad parent. No, but I mean, like, what I was just trying to think of, like, the infrastructure required to send out 5, 6, 7, 8 calls a day to one house, to my house, when we never answer the phone.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
But then you get the one person that you get $800,000 from, and then it's like, woo!
Right.
That made all the people who don't ever answer totally worth it.
Yeah, because the people in India or whatever, $800,000 in India is like fucking that's like Elon Musk rich there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like, I mean, I don't know what the exchange rate is. I could look that up real quick. What's the exchange rate?
That sounds dumb. We don't need
fucking
to do that.
Heath, I'm 51 and my health is excellent.
Fuck
just
yeah,
saying.
good for you, dude. I'm envious. I really am.
You go, Heath.
I am. Excuse
me, Edward. Start calling him by his government name.
The government name. No, but I don't know. I don't know why they don't just
changed his name on his little Facebook so he could hide from somebody.
Probably. That's what I would do if I was him. I'd definitely do some shit like that. The last thing I fucking need is people chase me down.
I know not of this Heath you speak of.
Oh, I keep fucking bouncing the story back. Okay, so this morning I need to pull up on my phone so I can read the story to you. Okay.
Yes, read the story.
So you know that I got that job as a bookie, right?
Yes.
And so I don't really do. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where'd I go? There it is. Okay. So this guy comes in all the time. His name's David Combe. Okay. Nice guy. Has a dog. Comes in, bets. And bets big. Like, he bets about $1,000 to $2,000 a day. Moved here from Arizona. Mm-hmm. And super cool dude. He used to go to Vegas all the time.
Is he single? Does he need a wife?
Hold on. Let me finish the story. So I wake up, and Coda Territory News, our local newspaper thing, right? An Arizona man is behind bars in Rapid City after being accused of threatening President Donald Trump. David Combe, age 46, is charged with 2 counts of making threats against Trump and 1 count of false information and hoaxes. I didn't know that was a real charge, by the way. According to court documents, Combe mailed Trump a letter in September of 2020, which allegedly contained a white powder and said, P.S. Enjoy the anthrax in the envelope. Combe also allegedly wrote, in part, I will hunt you down and kill you. The federal indictment said the crimes happened between September 8th and 14th of 2020. Though this was during Trump's first term, the indictment and arrest warrant weren't filed until February. It is unknown if Combe is currently lives in South Dakota or is visiting. He is set to appear in South Dakota federal court on Wednesday. And I'm like, holy shit. That's crazy. Like, this dude comes in.
And that's the dude that comes into your casino.
And he's kind of...
Well, never mind about that. Is he single and does he need a wife?
Well, hold on. Because in like that story was on Facebook. The local radio TV station shared it on Facebook. Everyone in the chats or in the comment section was like, "What's his bail? What's his bond? I'll help him out." He was with me. He didn't even fucking do it. Because now, like, anybody who does anything like that, like burns a Tesla dealership down or some shit, they're like, "Nah, he was with me." Like, even that dude they have on like camera, like killing that CEO guy, like, no. God. They're like,
nope, he was with me. Mm-hmm. You're wrong.
So maybe he'll get out of it. I don't know. But I was like, holy shit.
Thank you, Holly. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Thank you, Holly. It's my quilt from Quilts of Valor. I think we talked about it about 2 weeks ago.
I don't know if she was here, though, for that talk.
Yeah, she might not have been here. That's why I was telling her what it was. I didn't think she was on that night. And I'm just leaving it hang behind me because it's so pretty. And I'm scared if I put it on my bed that like a kid will pee on it or a dog will vomit on it. In the middle. So I just can't.
The dog will vomit on it and the kid will try to clean up with pee.
Yeah, so I'm scared that it's going to get messed up. So I just have it hanging on my little room divider.
So James says, that's crazy. Did you know there was a girl from The Walking Dead that tried to kill Obama by mailing him ricin? No, I didn't know that. Which one was it? Yeah.
That's new to me. See, I need to watch the news more, maybe.
No, don't. It's so depressing and shitty. Don't watch the news. It's just
I hate the news.
I
I never
hate
watch
it.
it.
I so try to avoid it. It's so fucking crazy. Catway Bangers is awesome. What's awesome? Hopefully the quilt and not like the Ryson story. I don't know.
Yeah, let's hope he thinks the quilt is awesome.
That is going to get us up.
Speaking of cool things,
okay.
Next week when we're on, I will get to tell everybody, and we'll be able to share some pictures because I'm going to get them to you soon as I do it. But Sunday, I have been invited to interview a soldier from a World War II soldier who turns 100 on Sunday.
Oh, dang, that's awesome.
So I've been invited to his birthday party by the family and by the gentleman that's putting all this on. Mm-hmm. They're also going to do his Quilts of Valor there that day. And I get to interview him prior and take some pictures with him. And so I'm going to ask all kinds of cool questions. So if anybody has any questions they'd like me to ask this 100-year young veteran, please feel free.
As you were saying that, you like cut out.
You can find me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh,
as you were saying,
people can send me questions if they have any questions for the veteran.
That's awesome. That's so great. No, I'm not.
Yeah, seriously, go find me on Facebook or send something to the radio station or whatever to one of our things. I think I have a TeeZee page set up. I don't check it a bunch unless I get a message on it, or you can just send it to my personal page. I don't care. You people can find me.
Well, that's so cool, dude. That really is. I wish that I would get a chance to something like that. Because like we had an old dude. Actually, this dude was cool as fuck. He was a Pearl Harbor survivor. And then he went on the fly B-25s in the Pacific. And he was like a really avid motorcycle rider, and then like in the Jack Pine Gypsies, the people who put on the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. And the first time I ever met him, I was at the VFW in Sturgis, and Deadwood, sorry. We met up in Deadwood, and we were riding to Sturgis, but we went through like Wyoming and stuff. And he had an old BMW motorcycle from like the 70s. And this dude was cool as fuck. And I was like, oh, this cute old man on his little BMW. He gets on it, takes the fuck off. I couldn't catch him all day. Dude was like going through the canyon. Damn. Dude was going through the canyon at like 100 miles an hour. Like that little canyon in the beginning where it's all fucking curvy and shit. He was doing that like 100. Like sparks flying off his foot pegs and shit.
Man, man, don't fuck with them.
No, so then we get to Sturgis at the VFW there, and we're like, sit down and dude, like, you know, buys us all a beer or whatever. And I was like, damn, dude, where'd you learn how to do that? He's like, you should have saw him fucking Taro or whatever when I was flying. And I was like, okay, yeah, in all fairness.
Yeah, true story.
And then
I'm super excited to go and do this. They heard through the grapevine that I did the radio show, I guess a friend of a friend. And they asked me if I wanted to come and share his story and maybe, you know, interview him and whatever. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. Yeah,
that's cool as fuck. Patrick,
not my normal jam, but yeah.
Did you see the question Patrick had? He said, "What's his?"
Yes, I am actually screenshotting these. So if anybody wants to put something in the comments, please do, because I'm going to screenshot it.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it.
Yeah. And he'll probably they said he'll get a big kick out of this. They say he's just like a super cool old dude. And, you know, and the old men are like special to me because I lost my granddaddy when he was 98, and he was a World War II, Korea and Vietnam vet. And we were very, very close because my dad died when I was a teenager. So my grandpa pretty much, you know, helped raise me.
Right.
I mean, if you can consider raising me a good thing. But and he was one of the main reasons I joined the military. And so, yeah, I love it when I get to meet these older vets that were, you know, his age or served when he served, because that's kind of cool. And we don't have a lot of World War II vets left, so I had to jump on it. I was like, I got to do this.
Cool. I wish I could do that. That sounds so awesome. We don't ever get it.
So I will definitely have lots of photos and fill you guys in on the interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you have anything cool, bring it up. That'd be great.
Faux show.
Jessica said, what reminded you most of home? What was your favorite smell or whatever that took you back to a good memory? Ooh, Captain Wayne says, what does he think changed the most from back then till now? That's a good question, too.
Yeah, that is a good question.
You guys should do my job, because I really struggle finding guests when we have guests. If you're going to screenshot these, send them to me, so that way when we have guests, I can fucking have questions.
There you go. I'll write you up a whole script. There you go.
I am so, I've been beginning show been over 2 years, and I still suck at it. So.
Meh. I think you do great.
Well, you have to say that.
No, I don't.
I mean, if you don't want me to change the code to get on this motherfucker,
Well, yeah, well.
Hey, good evening, Dre. Raymond, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Anyway, yeah, no, that's cool. I'm not that active. I'm actually really dreading like the next 4 days.
Oh no, what's going on over the next 4 days?
March Madness. And I'm going to be at work like 1,000 hours. I'm going to be at work like 1,000 hours the next 4 days. Yeah,
super busy.
And here's the thing: it's like the amateur hour too, so it makes it even worse. I already had people calling me yesterday when I was at work. They're like, "What's the maximum number of teams you can put on a parlay?" I'm like, 15. Like, why can't I put like all 16 games on one parlay? Well, because if you can get all 16 games right on your $5 parlay, I'll fucking have a heart attack. Nobody does that. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so a parlay means like the more you can put different things on one bet, right? But they all have to hit. Okay. And if they all hit, the odds are more. The more you add, the longer your odds are to win, right? So a $5 bet. Some of those some of those $5 parlays, if you put the right stuff on there, can add up to being like a $12,000 win or more. But the odds of it actually, you have a better chance of actually winning the lottery than hitting most 15-team parlays. You know what I mean? It's pretty long odds. There you go. So
now, I don't go to casinos. I don't bet. I don't play cards. None of that stuff. I think when my aunt took me to Atlantic City, and I think I played $50, and it was all in the slots because that was the only thing. Because I get nervous.
Yeah.
Like, what could that $50 have paid for?
Yep. You want to know the trick to that, though, too? If you think of that way with your money, you'll never win. If you need the money or think you need the money, you'll never win. It's the people who don't give a shit about their money, they win. Because scared money never wins, and I don't know what it is about it, but yeah.
I mean, I've walked away with a couple $100 off the slots, putting $5 or $10 in, but I get nervous when I start to win because then I'm afraid I'm not going to anymore, and I'm like, okay, well, I passed, I doubled what I put in, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it out. Yep. I'm just which is weird because as a person, I'm not that way with other things, but money makes me. Ooh.
And I've never because like with my private parts, I've been very risky in my time.
Same.
but money, I'm like,
I could tell you people.
Yeah, but money, I'm like, I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk $25, but I'll put my dick in that questionable woman. That's a good idea.
Look,
if I'd have got way bigger into like poker or sports betting, I probably wouldn't have so many fucking kids. God damn it. Well.
Same. Maybe that's what is the problem.
Yeah.
So I should have gotten another hobby instead of having babies and husbands.
Oh, damn. Someday. So maybe there's some young specialists out there listening to the show. Be like, okay. Gamble on sports. Don't put my dick in that chick. All right, tight. We win tonight.
There you go.
We won the internet.
It's amazing we don't work for Hallmark.
Yeah, you'd think so, huh? You really would think so.
We have some stellar advice that would go great in greeting cards.
Yes, we do. We really do. We should change that. That's what I'm trying to figure out because I'm really sick of this whole working thing. And so I'm trying to figure out ways to like make money. Maybe we should make like naughty cards. You and I, we get together. We can make like naughty greeting cards. No kids yet for me at 41. Congrats, Jessica. That's awesome.
You go, Jessica.
Mhm.
Would you like a couple? I have a 30-year-old here.
Cat Wayne
He's
said
cute.
Cat Wayne said penny slots are a good time sometimes, but I've seen people get paid. Yes. The thing about penny slots is, okay, it used to be like you'd have quarters or nickels or dollar slots, whatever, and the most you'd bet is like $3 to $5 a spin, right? Well, now some of those penny slots, you're betting like $20 a spin if you hit max. And they have like 100 lines and different bets and shit. Yeah, so like it makes it sound like you're only betting a penny, but in reality, each spin you're betting 5, 10, 15, $20.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Instructions unclear. Gambled on new air fryer and stuck my dick in it. Yeah, that'll happen. You don't have sexual relations with the track horse you
There's
bet
worse
on.
things. Lord.
If you have never seen Gambledolf, I highly recommend it, especially if you like poker. I should check that out. An old guy joins a poker tournament as a social experiment and destroyed all the pros. Yeah. I chased the race cars and let the girls chase me. Nice. Attaboy. I spent so much money on my race cars, I got nothing to gamble with, right? I spent so
much money on children and divorces. I've got nothing to gamble. That's my problem.
Every now and again, I'll put $5, $10 down, like when I leave work or something, but I try not to. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's not fun to me. I think because I'm being in that environment and you see the people gambling who shouldn't, right? Like tomorrow, like this week will be a bunch of like younger college kids who, you know, will bet $400 or $500 for the weekend, which is not nothing, but they can all afford it, you know? But it's the ones it's like the little old man that comes in that like is there every day and he needs to like make $100 to like make his house payment or some shit and he loses it and you feel bad. Like come on, man, don't do that shit.
Yeah, I would go to the casinos in Oklahoma, but I would never bet because I was too poor. But seeing some of those people in there, oof, those like all the timers, kind of crazy.
What? Jessica says you have to train your racehorse how to pee before they race so their lungs don't bleed? What? And don't eat yellow. I know about yellow snow, but like, will they really like their lungs will bleed? Huh. I learn something new every day.
I don't know. That sounds
Cat Wayne's right.
Cool. I mean, it doesn't sound cool, but
I've seen people max out multiple credit cards. Yeah, I have too. I quit working in the cage because of that. For a while, they had me like in the cage and the sports book. And you get people come in, they'll do like a $10,000 advance on their credit card. Fuck that.
Ouch. See, no, Don't spend what you don't have. Don't credit card
She
gamble.
said, okay, so after their lungs bleed, then they get an infection. Fuck, dude. Like racehorses sound dumb. Like I don't want that. I don't want any of those. Well, and and fucking like actual thoroughbreds, like actual, they're so fucking expensive. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, there's a horse track not too far from here in Selma, and yeah, when I worked at that hotel that was right down the road when I first got out of the military, I heard a lot of stories about the guys, the guys that ride the horses and all the crazy stuff with horse racing.
I take the term "Daddy needs a new pair of shoes" literally, so I don't gamble outside of tournaments, right? Yeah. Well, she said they try so hard. That makes sense, though. That does make sense. I guess I admittedly have not spent that much time around horses. I have and I haven't. Like I've been around them, but not around like the breeding and actually taking care of them. Like I've got friends with horses. I know how to ride a horse. I know how to saddle a horse. I don't do all that stuff, but I've never been around them long enough to like breed them or be like around them, training them, just so like that. Like I had friends that like, oh, you want to ride a horse? Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. Cam Wayne says, I'm surprised every casino doesn't have a pawn shops in them. I know. I get that. Well, that's why that one pawn shop on
There's
TV.
probably some law.
Well, that's why that one on TV was so big, because it's in Vegas, and they get all kinds of crazy shit in there. People go fucking gamble it away.
Yeah. Ugh, no.
My lungs bled it stank. It tastes like copper. Yeah, I bet. That sucks, dude. That sucks. I've never been. Yeah, that's fucking weird. I don't know anything about horse betting. So here you can't bet on animals. There's no dogs or horses to bet on. And
Ah,
and so you can only bet on and you can only bet on events that take our gaming commission has put in some weird rules. Like you can only bet on events that take place like during a game. So you can't bet on MVP or like Cy Young Award winner or anything like that. You can only bet on events that take place during the match, during the game. You can't bet on because if you go to Vegas or on some of the apps, there's some you can bet what color Gatorade the coach gets doused with or whatever. You know what I mean? And so
that's crazy.
yeah, you can bet on some really weird fucking prop bets and shit. We don't have most of our all of our player props are oh, so and so rushes for 100 yards, or they get 55 receiving yards, over under 55 receiving yards, or whatever.
Yeah, it's not like the color of their shorts; it's what they've actually accomplished in the game.
Right. Yep. Jessica says she bets by name, not by stats. Oh, Phil says if you want to gamble, go to Waffle House at 3 a.m. on Saturday morning and see if you can leave without seeing a fight. I usually gamble by eating Taco Bell and then betting on a fart. I usually lose.
There you go. Lord,
I only $6 on a simulcasting. Yeah, gambling is a scam, James. You're right, and John Oliver had a good deal on that the other night, talking about how predatory some of the apps are. And that kind of came up, and so me doing what I do, so I had 3 people send it to me, send me the YouTube video of him talking about sports betting and stuff, and yeah, the kind of the that's not really a scam per se, but how predatory some of the apps and stuff are, and even the casinos, brick and mortar casinos, if you turn around, if say you came to my casino, okay, you came up for a week. And you spent $5,000 to $10,000 that week, which is not unheard of. That's not uncommon for someone to come up for a week and spend $5,000 to $10,000 and leave, and do that once or twice a year. I have a lot of people do that. If you do that and you get a little player's card, which you want to do because then you can exempt it from your taxes. So if you lose $5,000 to $10,000 gambling, you can turn that in on your taxes as a $10,000 loss and take it as a deduction. Right? So that's a big and you get points and all that. You get free food and free drinks and da-da-da-da-da. But if you spend that kind of money then leave, they will fucking mail you everything, dude. They'll give you chances to win a car and chances to fucking win this trip and da-da. They'll pay for your flight to come back. They'll do all kinds of shit to get you to come back. It's crazy.
We stayed at the Golden Nugget in Atlantic City. And my aunt took me and I got a little card so that I could put all my money and stuff on it and everything. I still get shit from them. And this was 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm not even a bettor. I'm not even a big gambler. But yeah, they've still send me little flyers and, oh, if you come this weekend, you can get this many things free if you do this, or we've got some dinner things for you. And yeah.
Yep. We went that when I saw you in Colorado, my wife and I, not that first night, but later on that trip, we stayed in Blackhawk, which is just west of Denver or just west of Boulder. And we just spent the night there, and it was an MGM property. And so I already had an MGM card because we were attached to MGM. And so I already had the card. Dude, I got so much dude, I still get text messages twice a month. And I haven't. That was a year and a half ago or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good year and a half ago. Wow.
Yeah. James, I need you to tone it down, dude, before we fucking before you get abducted by aliens. He said, "I'm surprised we don't have a armed forces casino and all the money goes back to the DOD." Bro, fucking stop, because fucking Pete Hexa is going to climb through this computer and steal you and take all your fucking ideas, and you're going to buy
He's
it.
gonna start using them. He's like, we have new ways of doing things.
How do we get these new F-35s? Fucking dudes love to gamble. I don't know what to tell you.
Payday's burning a hole in their pocket.
Chris said,
"Oh Lord,
I got free hokas, a Bolivia watch, 2 cruises, and even a Christmas tree one year. Opt out of text messages a long time ago." Yeah.
Good Lord.
Captain Wayne said, "I want a fully loaded Jeep once. The taxes are ridiculous. I told them they could buy a brand new car for those taxes." Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Sports Bar said, outside of the normal issues with sports gambling on those betting, it's also changed how sports is covered by the media and during the game. There are more ads for sports betting during pregame shows and more segments about parlays than there are about the actual game sometimes. Yeah. And there's actually like ESPN has like before big games, like this last week was like all the tournaments, right? Big 10 tournament, Big 12 tournament, all those, all the big tournaments, right? Between each show, between each game, they'd have like a half-hour show talking about what bets you should make in the next fucking game. It's fucking crazy how much they push that. Animal racing has ethics boards, and you can get jailed and prosecuted, kind of like the military, where animals are always trying one rank above their handler, so they can be UCMJ slammed if anyone abuses them friend or foe. That's crazy. And I knew that there's like a lot of regulations about, the animals and they're treated, honestly, some of those animals have more safeguards in place than some of the athletes you see on television, especially like at the smaller colleges. Like if you go to a big college, in Ohio State or Oregon or something like that, they have like professional trainers and all kinds of money they pour into these programs. But if you go to a small school, they don't have that. My daughter was looking at and she still is looking at being a physical therapist, right?
Uh-huh.
And she was looking at some of the schools. SDSU was one she was going to. SDSU, USD, they're for South Dakota big schools, but for real life small, right? Compared to some of the bigger schools, right? University of Iowa or Iowa State, they're nothing like that, right? They, in their physical therapy program, they're the ones who take care of the athletes. They're the ones who tape the athletes, and they're the ones who stretch them out and do all the stuff, right? And they have like actual physical therapists that like work with with the trainers, but most of them are students. But if you go to a big school, they don't have that. So I mean, like some girl who's on her 3rd year of like her bachelor's degree is taping you up and making sure you're okay. No, that's not, but it's whatever. That's crazy.
And they use it as hours for their graduating because you have to have like 210. And I know because I was going to be a physical therapist and then I quit school to help take care of my granddad. Right. But they'll use in the smaller schools, they'll let you use those hours while you're getting your degree as your internship hours that go towards you getting, and because it's a doctorate now, it's no longer a master's degree. Right. They've got to find a way to work that in while you're doing it as a doctorate program. Yep.
He said, a man with a little sense, money, and time should be able to make money at blackjack every day. Yes and no. A lot of that, if you gave me $1,000, I could double that on a blackjack table. The key is knowing when to walk away. So many people don't know how. They get ahead. You put down $100, you get up to like 200 because the cards fluctuate, right? Especially in like a shoe game, a 6-deck or 7-deck shoe, how much it fluctuates. Yeah, you can really get up and down, but people get up a little bit and think that they can get more, and then they get back down, and then eventually the house wins. They don't have all those pretty lights and free air fryers and shit. They don't give all that shit away by like giving you all the money you want. You know what I mean? You have to be able to know when to step away, and that's the problem. But yeah. So cockfighting? I don't know about all that.
Bye, Richard.
Yeah, bye, see you, buddy. A cockfight? Dude, I don't know about all that. That sounds like some fucking junkyard shit that's gonna get me stabbed. I want nothing to do with it. Phil said my mom won an air fryer from a casino.
I don't like to watch animals fight.
Yeah. But he got an air fryer from a casino in New York. His mom did, and then sent it to him for his birthday. Joke's on me, though. It was in Metro. It's nice. Roulette. See,
Oh,
in roulette,
Lord.
roulette is one of those ones. Roulette's one of those games where you're never going to win a ton of money, but you can consistently win a little bit. Unless you bet some of the numbers, you get like some of the corners and shit, you can make a lot of money, but really you're not. You have to spend a lot of time. Same with craps. If you get on one good roll, one good heater, you can make a ton of money playing craps. But you also have a lot of like 7 outs, so you're kind of fucked. Gotta follow the book for blackjack and be consistent. If you want to win at blackjack, don't bust. More often than not, I dealt blackjack and 3-card and craps. I never dealt craps. Sorry about. My wife does. My wife deals craps. My wife deals roulette. And we did like Let It Ride, Texas Hold'em, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and all that. But when I used to deal that, you'd be surprised the amount of like if you just keep your cards on the table, how much you win. Don't hit fucking 15s and shit. Keep your cards on the table. And then double whenever you can. Double and fucking split and shit whenever you can. And you'll make a ton of money. But people always say they got to get to 21. Don't fucking get to 21. Keep your cards on the table. If you can take a hit, take it. But if you're sitting on a 16, more cards will bust you than get you to 21. Stop. Take the 16. It's like we always called those mother-in-law hands. 15s and 16s are mother-in-law hands. You really want to hit it, but you just can't.
I got what you said.
Yep. Yeah. Never go one-on-one with the dealer. You know what you can, like I said, if you go one-on-one with the dealer, just keep your cards on the table. Don't bust. Let them bust. Because they have to hit soft 17s. They have to hit those weird they have to hit 16 and under. Like, let them hit. Let them draw them cards out. Because now, there's so many times you see a dealer, though, will fucking draw out like a 5 or 6 card 21, too, because whatever. It's the way fucking shit works. So.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's why it's called gambling, though. That it's not winning. It's not winning.
Yeah.
It's not called winning. And that's people forget that. But if you can get those, if you can go somewhere like a casino and just have fun, take that money, whatever. If you could take that money and drop it in a paper shredder and have just as much fun watching it burn as you do putting it on a blackjack table, you're going to have fun with it. It's entertainment. If you can keep that as entertainment, it's so nice. And it's fun. And it's fun to take your buddies, have a couple free beers, lose $500 playing blackjack, or win $500 or keep your $500, whatever you do. But just drink some beers with your buddies. And this is the way I always looked at it. Was like, okay, if I'm going to go to a football game, I'm going to spend this much money. If I'm going to go to a baseball game, I'm going to spend this much money. If I'm going to go to the golf simulator with my friends, I'm going to lose $100. You know what I mean? By the time you pay for food and beer and the simulator, you're going to spend $100. Might as well put on a fucking blackjack table, have some free beers, enjoy your buddies, right? That's when it's still fun. And if you can look at it that way, have fun with it, it's fine. But you really got to be careful. Like, as soon as someone thinks I'm going to win all kinds of money, they never do. They never do. And they might. And the worst thing that can happen to someone, and I see this happen all the time, and I feel so bad about it. The first time they go, they win. They go and they put fucking $50 down on 3-card, and then they hit a royal flush, win like $2,000. All of a sudden, they're like, "Oh my god, I got fucking da 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 da," and then, yeah, they're fucked after that. It sucks because then they're like, "I can win all the time." No, you lucked out, dude. That happens once every 3 months, and you just happen to get it the first time you fucking win, and that's the way. That's the trick. First time you go, bet big because you're gonna win, and then after that, never fucking go back.
Just don't go back. Don't do it again.
Yep. Never bet more than you can lose and not miss it. Yep, exactly, Jessica. It's 100%. 100%.
Jessica's smart at this.
Yep.
She got some good advice.
Captain Wayne said I used to go to the buffet a lot. Yep, me too, buddy. Me too. You don't get a physique like mine by missing the buffet. So
the buffet. I miss buffets. We used to have a Chinese buffet here, and it's not here anymore. And I'm kind of sad about that now.
Yeah, the place I work used to have a really good buffet, and then they took it out and they put in. I don't hate the decision, but they put in Jersey Mike's and they put in a Pizza Hut. They put in some like franchises stuff, which is kind of. I miss the buffet. I miss like the prime rib and all that, and like the breakfast buffet was amazing. But I really, it is kind of nice to just get like normal ass food. You know what's on it. You know how it's cooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes buffets are hit and miss. You're like, how long have these mashed potatoes been sitting here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Patrick says everyone's a winner at the buffet. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Had to get them crab legs.
Drown your sorrows in mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget the gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Fucking hip and back's getting me a little bit. We might need to start wrapping things up, or I need to go hit the Benjamin or something.
Yeah, we're at the hour mark.
We're at the hour. And
we did good. We've hung in here.
We did. We said we're going to do about an hour, and we're having a good conversation, but I don't know. Do you want to take like a 10-minute break or like a 5-minute break? How about what's my song here? My next song.
That's fine. Whatever you want to do, you. I'm good.
Let's just wrap it up, I think.
All right.
Yeah, that's just.
Well, then we will wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll just wrap it up.
The natives are getting restless in the other room.
See, and Jessica says if the energy is good and Lady Luck is there, or a loud mouth white chick from the Midwest, listen to the table, ask questions. Yes. I don't bet my winnings. When I don't have any more of the money I came with, I leave. The winnings are winnings, not spendings. That's not a bad trick either. Just bet what I do something similar to that, Phil. What I do, like, I play cards a lot. I usually play cards. I play table games. I either play craps or I play blackjack. And then so what I'll do is I'll buy in for 100. Okay. And then I'll play for a while, and if I get up to like 125, 150, I'll get a black chip, put it in my pocket, and then I have my $100. And then I'm just playing on winnings, and then I don't lose any money.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. But he said, we have a great buffet with crab every night. I have spent my entire adult life avoiding crabs. I am not going to go to a restaurant and try to get
Smart ass.
Oh, Poogie's here. He said taxation is theft. That's right. Theft, buddy. 100%. Speaking of,
go.
Speaking of, what do you call that?
Taxation or theft?
No, casinos, gambling. Why that fucking word? Why that word just escaped me? If you win more than $1,200, you got to pay taxes on it. That's fucking dumb.
If you win more than $1,200, you have to pay taxes on it. Is that what you said?
Yep. Ish. Okay. If you have a blackjack or a table games bet, it has to be $1,200 in one single hit. So.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you're at a slot machine and you hit a jackpot for over $1,200, you have to pay tax on it. If you are playing, if you're playing cards, that's considered a game of skill, not chance. So you have a little bit of different rules. So it has to be. You can leave with like a lot of money if you pay tax on it. Yeah. Sports betting, it has to be 1,200 times the original wager before you have to pay tax on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh,
well,
this is a good one.
Did not know that about
Jessica says I never
gambling.
bluff at poker. If I stay and you don't know me, it's up to the universe. Nice. The Powerball is almost 450 million tonight. Well, as we're fucking standing here, yeah, they do report it to the.
I guess
you have to
I'm
do
not gonna make anything off that.
All right. So, anyway, that's take like 7 minutes, and I'll run to the bathroom and stretch my back out quick, and we'll do about another half hour. How's it sound?
That's fine with me. Works perfect.
Yeah, let's do that. And we'll listen. Remember, remember Dan White that was on? We'll play his song.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, we'll play that, and we'll play Mark Ridge, and we'll take about 7 minutes or so, and then we'll be back. So hold on.
We'll be back.
Hold on, just 1 second. I don't even have like a. I got to get a graphic for our break. We haven't done a break in so long. I don't even have a fucking graphic for it anymore. Where'd it go? Okay, this one's inappropriate. All right. So we'll take about 7 minutes, and we'll be right back. Shots.
Sounds good.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
"18 and fresh out of school, living his life and trying to be cool. Johnny's world changed with a telegram. Pack your things and don't be slow. For Benin's where you gotta go. We're sending you to Vietnam. Saw things no one should see, all in the name of liberty. Several friends would pass away. Returned home a different man, wondering why he's alive in God's plan. Thought ending it all was the only way. Don't let him be a 22. Gave his body and soul for the red, white, and blue. When his world crashes down, he needs some help to see life through. Don't let him be a 22. Susie was an ex-prom queen. Mommy and Daddy gave her everything, but her eyes were opened on that September day. She watched those silver towers fall, knew she had to heed the call. Marine Corps blues were the way. Got sent to Afghanistan, where an IED took her legs and hands. Living a life with many surgeries. Times got hard and bills piled high. Disabilities were denied. How can she live with these injuries? Don't let her be a 22. Gave her body and soul for the red, white, and blue. When her world crashes down, she needs some help to see life through. Don't let her be a 22. Men and women who take a stand, protecting our homeland, away from their husbands and wives, fighting their internal fights with long and sleepless nights. They need our help to live better lives. Let us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue. When our world crashes down, we need some help to see life through. Don't let us be a 22. Don't let us be a 22. Give our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue. When our world crashes down, we need some help to see life through. Don't let us be a 22. Don't let us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue.
I come from a lifetime of hard labor and dirty hands. Holes in the soles of both of my boots and grease stains on my pants. I never laid eyes on a silver spoon, Lord, I never had a glance. It ain't a high-class living, got my weed and ribbon, so I really don't give a damn. When it comes to the hard times, yeah, buddy, I've seen them all. Well, I've spent my nights in some busted dives, drank a river of alcohol. And I've broken my back harvest time, working 90-hour weeks. Well, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. They say that money won't make you happy. Let me give it a try. 'Cause I've been working like a dog in the summer heat, going broke on overtime. Oh, I sing my song for the working folk. Go on and raise your beer with me. Sing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. But when I finally break these shackles and I ain't counting out these dimes, when I can play my songs all night long and leave this job behind, you can bet you can find me grinning on the day I'm finally free, singing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. Singing, I ain't no rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be.
Hey, everybody, we back.
Hello, hello.
Hey, thanks for hanging out. That was Dan Wesley White and Mark Ridge, both alumni guests of the show. They were on there, both
we've
really
had a
cool.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
We've got I've got to get with you and get scheduled. We have some music from that one friend of mine.
Oh yeah.
That we played before,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got some new releases and some good stuff coming up, and a bunch of touring that he's doing where he's at. And so I was thinking we might get him back on the show one evening.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as if we do that, I'm gonna have you do the questions, dude, because you're so much better at that shit than I am. You're fitting to be like the. I'll just push the buttons and you can be the host. I'm horrible at this fucking job.
It's all good. Oh, and also, did you notice? You probably didn't notice. I don't think you stare at my mouth when I'm talking, but I finally got all my dental stuff. And they got me community care, and I went to the dentist last week, and look, my tooth is not broken anymore.
Well, that's awesome. Congrats.
They fixed it. I have a new smile. Yeah, they got me right in, and the dentist here was really good. And I don't like the dentist at all. And I had broken that tooth like a year and a half ago. And I remember talking about it on here about when I broke it.
Mm-hmm.
It made me really paranoid, and I didn't like, smiling and stuff all the time. And now it's all fixed.
That's awesome.
I'm very happy. You posting those song names?
Yeah. Yep. Well, they are trying to kill each other out there, aren't they? They're having fun, though.
I would think y'all were looking at my boobs if I had boobs, or if I had a screen where I mean, my boobs are down here. I'm 53, man. I got to hold them up for you guys to see them.
That was her butt in the picture, though, earlier. So there you go. No, some stock photo I found. I was like, oh, that's good. We should do that. That looks inappropriate. We should do
when
that.
You did that when we originally had it, and I was like, really? We should find a cowboy butt. And you were like, fine, find the pictures.
Yeah, and
Send
you never sent. Yeah, you never sent
and
me no cowboy butts.
I never sent you it. I need to do that.
I have a bunch that are mildly inappropriate, actually.
Hey, put that on your list right there next to the merch store that I need to send you a picture of.
Yeah, we're not. I've given up on the merch store.
We just given up.
I still have like fucking notes from like our first show that a bunch of shit I haven't done yet, and it's been 2 years. 2 fucking years. It's whatever. It's all good.
Why? We're just, we take our time. We take our time.
Mm-hmm.
We're just slow developers. That's what it is.
We are, and that makes it fun though. It's fine.
Yeah, or else what else would I have to pick on you about? I mean, I could pick on you about the Amish, but
the Amish?
That just makes you angry.
That does. Fucking Amish people, they make me angry. But anyway, I don't even remember what were we talking about when we left off. We had such a good conversation going, and sorry, my
wait, well, let's scan back. Hold on, let me see.
We're still talking about... So hold on, I need to.
We're still talking about gambling and casinos and stuff.
Yep. Sports Bar said I need to hit the vape pen, and I should have done that. That might have helped a little bit.
When you're on your break.
Jessica said, on the break. Jessica said I need a massaging seat, and I wonder if that would help. I don't know, because it's not my like back. It's like my where my spine hits my hip. If that makes sense.
Your
Like
sciatica.
the very, very lower back. Yeah. And then like into my hip, and then like,
it's sciatic nerve. Ask your PT people when you go about your knee for some exercises.
They gave me
for
some.
either core strengthening or for your sciatic nerve.
Yeah, they gave me a bunch for the sciatic and for the hip and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have like a big old binder full of exercise, and I'll be brutally honest, I'm not I've been more worried about my quad and my calf, because my quad is really small compared to my other one now, and like really jiggly, and it's like weird.
Oh yeah.
And so what they're really worried about, because my what's the muscle on the outside of the leg? That is still really strong and is pulling my patella like off. They're worried about it pulling my kneecap off my joint, actually. So I'm doing a lot to try to strengthen my quad, and like I do a lot like with the band and stuff. So I haven't really, I mean, I do some with like my hip and like the extension stuff, but I've been trying really hard to like get it to where it's
well, the fact that you are working on your quad so much might be the reason that your back and hips are hurting. Because you're not getting that consistent across the body kind of deal while you're doing your PT. And sometimes that can just aggravate something that may have been underlying. I know I remember seeing some stuff like that.
Well, and basically, and this is maybe just me fighting it or whatever, but they said it's pretty common after a knee replacement, because you limp for so long, you have so many other issues that you're fucked up for so long. Well, now it's not. And your gait, you try to, your body wants to walk normal, but it couldn't for so long. Well, now it can. Well, your hip is not used to move in that direction, kind of. And so that's part of my problem. And so
yeah, it's just throws everything out of alignment because people always want to say, "Oh, my back hurts." Well, it probably started somewhere else. It
Right.
usually works its way. Like if your feet are messed up, or your ankles are messed up, or your knees are messed up, your hips, it goes upwards. Just like I always say, "Oh, my shoulders hurt." Well, my shoulders hurt because of the fact that I had pressure on this and my arms, and I've got elbow issues, and yeah.
Right. I don't
But
know.
now you're trying to correct it all, and so other new things are starting to hurt because you got to deal with the old hurt.
Yep. And it's just a long process, and I'm just impatient. And they told me it'd probably take the better part of a year, if not more, to get it to where everything's built back up to pre-surgery. And it's really only been like 5 months. So I need to just chill out and just relax and realize where I'm at. But it's tough.
I wonder if that's a military kind of trait, because I'm the same way with that. I have zero patience for healing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, nope, I got to get back to work, or I got to get back to whatever I'm doing. I just need it to be fixed now so that I can, because I mean, in the military, even when you would go on sick call, it was always very just to get you back to work, just to get,
Yep. So Cat Wayne said to try heat blankets and icy hot. And I have a heating pad that I put on my back. I don't really try icy hot. My dog, last time I did, the Voltaren gel I use, but I had icy hot, and my dogs were trying to lick it off me, and they get all freaked out. It's fucking weird.
Ask them if they can give you a script of lidocaine patches
for my back.
Yeah, it comes they come in a box, and they're these patches. They're about this big. You just open up the packet and pull off one side. It's sticky. And then you apply it to wherever, your back, your shoulder, wherever the pain is. And it's transdermal lidocaine, and the VA can get it for you. And it's amazing. It's better than icy hot or anything else. I use it for both my shoulders, for my neck, and for my back. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. I have to see. I go to primary care next week for my back. They set me up.
Yeah,
well, it's like my yearly checkup or whatever, but they're, I actually had an MRI on it today, and I went to physical therapy, and they like moved everything. It's like, fuck, dude, that hurts more like when they like contort it. Like, I'm pretty sure, and I love my physical therapist, and I understand why she does what she does. I get it. But I'm pretty sure some of the stuff she does to me would hurt somebody who's not hurt. If you took my 17-year-old child in there and contorted her the way she contorts me, it'd probably hurt her too.
Yeah, probably.
But I get it.
But yeah, definitely look, ask them, because your regular primary care doc can do it. Just ask them for a script of lidocaine patches. And I'm telling you, it helps a lot.
Well, Sports Bar says turn in Sports Bar on Sunday. He just finished up a new pair of Jordans and have another pair. So, did you see the hobby show we did with I did my little tanks?
No, I did not. No, but I did see. I see when he updates different things and he's painted. So I do know what he does.
Yep. So he's got a new pair. That's awesome. Jessica Jones says check out Vision Body. It's FDA approved. And it's a power suit. I'll check that out. Amy O'Keefe said pelvic floor therapy can help out with lower back pain too.
Yes, it can. A lot. That was the other thing I was going to suggest, is with working on your core and your pelvic floor. It can help a lot.
So I need to do like Kegels, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I mean, if it helps, I'm down. I'm down for doing whatever if it fucking helps. Yeah, but I mean, so lidocaine patch is just lidocaine's the shit they put on your teeth, right? It's a numbing
agent, but it's better than any of those BioFreeze or Icy Hots or anything like that.
It's just strong. It does the same thing.
It's just stronger. It's prescription strength, and it doesn't have the like mentholate them, and then that way you don't have to worry about your animals licking it off of you either, because it's in a patch.
Okay. Yeah, dude, MRIs suck. And MRIs on your back are the worst because they take you like all the way in the tube. Like most of mine have been on my knee. So like they put you in feet first and put your legs in there, you're fine. Yeah, this one they put a thing over my face and they put me all the way in. That kind of sucked, but it's whatever.
We're just
Ooh.
lucky we're a little bit taller than the short people. We can almost see out the other end of the tube.
Right. Captain Wayne says he broke his back 3 times. That sucks.
Good
and
Lord.
lidocaine is some strong stuff. Yeah. Hopefully it helps. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be down. Ooh, never mind. Jessica says they have insertable pelvic floor exercisers that turn it into a game on your phone.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I saw something recently about that. Yeah.
That sounds. There's a weird stretching exercise called the cat and the camel. It works. It just looks weird.
Yeah, it's where your back's. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. It's a pretty cool exercise.
She said it's
And
still
it is real good for your low back.
It's still a cane, which means opioid, even if it's tropical. Topical. Not tropical, like not like an island, but like on your back. Yeah, but it's not as like addictive as like a fentanyl patch or some shit like that, right? It's not. It's just.
Oh no.
And it's more.
no.
It's more. Okay, so I know like a fentanyl patch or like a morphine patch like makes you high like all over, right? Because I had the morphine patches before.
The lidocaine patches just.
It's just a localized.
Cause localized pain relief. And,
it just does
and
it right.
localized. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Jacob
I
said
mean,
he had hip
trust me, they're not addictive. I have 3 boxes of them in there. I only use them when I need them.
Well, that's good. Jacob says he
They're
had
addictive. I'd be covered in those fucking things.
everything
Patch
hurts.
on my forehead, everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Jacob said he had hip surgery with a metal plate and 8 screws, and then PT recovery. Ugh. But nothing truly helps. Yeah, I bet, dude. Yeah, that sucks. I fucking.
Whew.
That's what, and this is what I don't understand. Like, and I'm not even trying to like get rich from the VA, right? I don't think none of us go to the VA hoping to get rich, right?
Yeah, no.
Because even if you get 100%, what's 100% with no fucking dependents? Like $3,500 or something like that.
38.
Not enough to retire off. And I have a bunch of dependents, and like
Not
right now,
enough to live off of.
I mean, I guess you probably could, but it'd be tough.
Oh,
But-
trust me, it's gonna be tough if I don't get a job soon because that's what I'm gonna be living off of.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, you know, when I'm 45 years old, right? I shouldn't have I'm not even 45 yet. I turned 45 in August. Like, I get a fake knee, I get a bad back, like, and all this shit is directly linked to my service. And then you put it in there like, is it though? But like, motherfucker, this is when I got blowed up. Look, right here. Here's my shit. Is it though? Motherfucker.
Right.
And then they're like, we're going to cut 80,000 jobs from the VA or some shit. No. What? No. What the fuck are you doing? No. Just stop. Like, fucking.
Yep. We need a big red stop button we can hit. Pow.
I just don't I don't fucking understand some of that, dude. When they're like, oh, we're going to. No. Fucking just leave it alone. Don't touch shit.
Yeah,
he says he
it's
hasn't been to the
finally
VA. He said he hasn't been to the VA because it wasn't a military-related incident. It was on the block leave after graduation in 21. I don't know, dude. I still, because you were, I don't know, dude. It happened during
You might want
service.
to go find out.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to. It can't hurt to go, and I mean, unless you've already been.
Yep. Yeah, being unemployed fucking sucks, dude. I don't know. I hope that I hope that this fucking economy turns around a little bit. It was doing all right, and then it was doing all right, and now it's not. And I just hope that fucking shit fucking chills out. Yeah, 4th divorce, dude. I'm on my 3rd marriage. So, what's the deal with that Zhao guy? What Zhao guy? Who's Zhao?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let me Google Zhao.
I don't know.
Was that a local thing or is it?
Oh, Jessica, I've had 4 divorces, honey. That's why I'll never get married again. Oh, I hear a small child.
Yeah,
the uncle's in there. The uncle's in there disciplining them.
I don't know what's going on with Zhao. Yeah, dude, that sucks. Being unemployed. I mean, there's like, because my job, like I said, I work in a casino, dude, and they fired a bunch of people like last week. Any advice for my
Yeah.
bro and I off to basic in a few weeks? Keep your head down.
Yeah.
Your time there will be considerably better if they don't know your fucking name. Just fade in the back, dude.
Yeah. Don't volunteer. I don't care. That's bullshit when they tell you should volunteer. No. Do not volunteer.
Don't volunteer for shit. Let's see.
You volunteer for the military. That's the last time you should ever volunteer.
Yep. And don't fucking don't try to be like a bus driver or some shit. Who wants to get a bus license? Don't be like.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. August 15th is my birthday. August 15th. I always volunteered. See, and I've heard people do that too, and like, then you kind of get, in a good way. Oh dang!
That's a 2-year-old.
That's a 2-year-old. Yeah. What about airborne? That'd guarantee me a spot in Anchorage. Look, dude, I went I went airborne, and
why not?
Yeah.
I got a friend whose son's going through it right now, and he's loving it. Do it.
I mean,
I wouldn't. I ain't jumping out of nothing.
Here's the deal. I'll say this, dude. Like, it's fun. All that shit's fun. It is. But yeah, you just learn how to fall down for like 4 weeks. Like, that's all you do is you fucking fall down, dude. You run and you fall down. Like, it's fun, and it's so cool that when you have all of this shit pinned on your fucking uniform and shit. Like, it's so fun. And then I can tell you right now, dude, like, all that shit I did that's like hard on your body, and then you're like in your 40s, and you're like, oh, my back and my legs and my neck and my fucking butt crack, and I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, the dude. Okay, he sold classified info to the Chinese. Okay, yeah, that dude. I saw that. Did you see that shit?
I sort of saw something.
I didnn't read the whole thing, but yeah, that was some
I
fucking
didn't read
bullshit.
the whole thing either.
Yeah, it's fucking sounds crazy.
Eek.
Oh, ship July 22nd. Oh, dude, you got time. Trying to get to what's going on in the military. I'll tell you what, man. So the military is a changing, and it's a peacetime military, right? I wish you'd have went in like 10 years ago. It was so much more fun.
Right?
So much more fun. We were like,
listen to our Monday and our Thursday shows.
Those talk a lot more about.
That'll get you a lot more in tune. We're just going to get you in tune with shit you probably shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
We might get you in trouble. We are old.
Well, but I'll say this.
He is by a lot.
I'll say this though. Like, I don't know. I had a bunch of fun. I mean, the military's fun. And airborne school is fun.
Basic
Have
can
fun.
actually be really, really fun.
It's funny. I think drill sergeants are like some of the funniest people in the world, dude. I really do.
Oh, they are.
They're so fun. You just can't laugh.
Yeah, you just have to learn to not make any facial expressions at all.
Airborne guarantees you a spot in misery. Yeah, it kind of does. But I don't know, dude. Here, this is the one thing, and I said this to everybody who asked me about the military. It's what you make of it.
Exactly.
And it's who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with a bunch of shitbags who like hate their life and fuck armies, fuck bullshit, I just can't wait to get fucking out. You get around those people, you're gonna have a fucking shit time. Get around the people who enjoy being there, do stuff you love. Here's the other thing I will say. Is like, if you can, and this is, everyone wants something different on the military. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. Okay. I joined the Marine Corps first. I wanted to get the fuck out of the middle of the country and boring ass Iowa and fucking hog fields and cows and fucking corn. I wanted to get the fuck out of there. Joined the Marine Corps, went on fucking ships, went to fucking Thailand, went to Japan, went to Australia. I went fucking everywhere. I had a blast. So fun. Okay. Get out, see the world. But if you're like, I want to stay wherever. Someone said, oh, I want to go to Fort Wainwright, Alaska. I want to go airborne. Okay, that's cool. Do that. If you want to go to Alaska, go to Alaska. Do all the things you can do now while you're fucking 19, 20, 21. Have fun. See the world. Do dumb shit. Don't have any fucking kids. Don't get a fucking DUI, and don't get hurt. Like, if you do those three things, or don't do those three things, and just have fun with the military. Have fun being with your friends. Make new friends. You will be exposed, and I don't care where you're from. You will be exposed to people you would have never met in real life.
Nope.
If you're from San Diego, you're going to meet somebody from fucking LA, or you're going to meet someone from New York or Jersey or fucking Michigan or Kansas, some dude who you never would have fucking met, and they're going to be the best friends you ever met in your entire life. And I look at Dick, my buddy Dick, who's on here quite a bit. I met him over 20 years ago. Some dude, he was when I met Dick, he was fucking he's from Illinois. I never would have met Dick if it wouldn't have been for the military. And one of my best friends in my fucking life. And dude, I was just on my break texting a fucking another buddy of mine from the fucking Army who I never would have met if it wouldn't have been for the military. It's so fun. You can have so much fun and just stay away from like that negative. That negativity will fucking, and you're gonna have some sucky time. I don't give a shit what your MOS is or where you go. You're gonna have some shit times in the military. It's just the fucking way of it, especially when you're a private or a specialist. You're gonna have some shit times in the military, but that's not your whole fucking experience. Now there are shittier posts than others. There are better posts than others. There's better jobs than others, but you can still have fun with it. Even if you're like, I don't know, whatever your thing. I like to fish. Well, you go to Alaska, do some cool fishing. Go to fucking Florida, do some cool fishing. Or anywhere in between. Mm-hmm. There's all different kinds of things to do. Don't just sit in your fucking barracks room and like play on your phone. Don't fucking do that. Go out, see the world. You have all those years of your life to fucking play on your phone after you get out. Yeah. Go have fun with it. Yeah. Yeah. DUIs and divorces or even recorded. Yeah. Fucking don't get anyone knocked up. Don't fucking do no dumb shit. Just have fun with your life. You have plenty of time to do the settle down
seriously.
Later. Mm-hmm. And I tell it to my kids
and
now.
Don't blow your money.
Blow your money. Don't blow all your money.
No.
Blow more.
Don't blow all your money.
Well, it used to be that you fucking could eat at the chow hall, but apparently the DFAC doesn't serve food anymore at most of them. So yeah, piss and vinegar runs in my veins. Yeah. You will meet people from fucking all walks of life in the military. You really will. And I'll tell you, There's going to be people who you can't fucking stand when you first meet them, and then you find a common ground with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, no hookers and blow in Las Vegas. See, I blew, until I had kids, I blew every fucking penny I had, and I had a blast doing it. I would buy all the dumbest fucking shit, and I had fucking fun doing it. I'd have all kinds of fucking dumb shit and booze and fucking dumb. Yeah, I did lots of dumb shit. And I had a kid, and I had to fucking be responsible. But I had cheese and beer, hookers and blow, fucking whatever. Just have fun. Have fun, dude. All that shit you can do fucking later. You know what I mean? But don't get a DUI. Always take a fucking taxi. Or now there's Uber and Lyft and shit. Fucking yeah. Or find so
much stuff.
Find that nerdy kid in the barracks who doesn't drink and fucking corrupt them. That's so fun, dude. That's so fun too. Find that nerdy kid who's like, I just want to play D&D. Oh, how about, have you ever tried Fireball? And then it just goes downhill from there. It's great.
See, and I had a completely different experience than you did because I was older and had 2 children and was married. Yeah. So completely different. But I got that first divorce under my belt and lost my ever-living mind. So yeah, have fun. Seriously, have fun. And same with him. My best friend in the entire world, we met because we worked in the same clinic at Fort Stewart. Mm-hmm. And we have now been friends for, let's see, my son is 28. So yeah, we've been friends for 28 years. Yep. You know, so
I remember
definitely have fun.
I remember Fort Worth, when I got to Fort Worth, and I was at that Joint Reserve base there. And there was a place, right, a little strip club. It was a pretty good sized strip club right outside the gate. It's called New Orleans Nights. And they had, on Tuesdays for lunch, we would go there and we had Steak and Titty Tuesday. And they had $5 prime rib buffet. So we go have $5 prime rib buffet, maybe a couple beers, and fucking look at the strippers because we had 2-hour lunches. It was great. We were active duty at a reserve command. It was fucking fantastic, dude. Nobody gave a shit what we did. Yeah. And so we would go there. We'd go get fucking half drunk and fucking, watch titties bounce around for lunch. It was great. Stricken Titty Tuesdays. We can't do that anymore. I don't know. Can't get drunk at lunch. Can't fucking do dumb shit.
No, I don't think you can. I think they probably frown on that now.
Amy said, I got pregnant at the end of my contract. I didn't regret anything other than getting out of active duty. I'm reservist now. See, and this is where I get back to, like, everyone's experience is different. I had a son when I was 20. I just turned 21 when he was born. Mm-hmm. And so it was kind of a buzzkill for me. It's not what I wanted to happen. And so that was my problem. You know what I mean? It wasn't what I wanted to happen. If you want to have kids, fucking have kids. Absolutely. Have kids.
Yeah, I was 26 when I went in. I had 3 kids, was 26. My youngest at the time was 10 months old when I left for basic. And I was in a horrible marriage and I wanted out. And the Army gave me that opportunity. I went in married, so he was my care plan. Yeah. So I didn't have to, I wasn't a single parent. And then after I got to my first duty station, we then got, divorced. Yeah. So then I never had to deal with any of that bull crap and the, family care plan and stuff. And then my mom lived with me and it was all good. So my experience going in was so much different than other people's.
Right.
But that's the other cool thing about being in the military is you meet all these people from all these walks of life and you all have this different story as to why you came into the military. Yeah. And you bond.
Yeah. And it is. And it's so cool. And then it is a brother and sisterhood too. Like, you do bond, and it's some of it's trauma bonding. Let's be honest. Like, some of it is trauma bonding. It's probably not the best.
By your third duty station, it's definitely trauma bonding.
Okay, so Amy said she was 21 and was a heavier drinker in the barracks. Yeah, and sometimes and I'll say this about her situation, and I think I'll even kind of take it back to mine because it sounds like her and I were kind of similar in that, like. I talk shit, and I love my son. I'm not even trying to be mean about it. I do love him. But it was also kind of like he did save me a little bit. It wasn't what I wanted. I did not want to have a kid at that time. And it was a total oops. But, I married his mom and we settled down and it wasn't what I wanted at the time. But it probably did save me a lot of fucking big trouble. Because I was probably going down a bad path on that, So it was whatever. Jessica said, I found out I was pregnant at SRP from one night stand when I was on the phone with my buddy who called from Iraq and didn't want to miss that call. But I was in a groove and he didn't want to interrupt the call. So, yeah, that happens.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. AGR is a great aspect. I was active for 6 years in reserve for 19 with 2 deployments, and the AGR were on game in my reserve unit. See, and I went, the Marine Corps, the way the Marine Corps does is a little bit different. They do have, what do they call them? ARs, active reservists. I was not. I was active duty. Mm-hmm. And when I got, the Marine Corps kind of gives you, kind of like the Army does, but the Marine Corps gives you more of a detailed list for where to go. And I was given, Fort Worth, Texas as an option. I didn't know shit about Fort Worth, Texas. And I was like, that sounds fun. That sounds cool. I'll go to Texas. And then I got there and it turns out the squadron, and this was in the early 2000s when we were doing that force reduction stuff. And I was a helicopter guy. The helicopter squadron I went to was getting decommissioned. So they didn't have, all they had there was F-18s and C-130s and a maintenance squadron. My helicopter squadron, I was there for 3 months and it got disbanded. It got decommissioned. So I didn't actually even have a real squadron. They just threw me at MALS till my time was up. MALS is the logistics squadron. Wow. It's intermediate level maintenance is what it is. So that's where I got sent. And it was cool. It was whatever. It was just not what I wanted to do. But I had so much fun in Texas. It was worth it. There you go. I know. I've known a few that got less than honorable discharge from drunken hijinks. Yup. Almost radar. But it was fine. It was cool. Because when I got to Texas, nobody gave a shit. That was cool. Like, it was so weird. And I've told this story before. Like, coming from like the Fleet Marine Force, where you're like, everyone's like, yes, gunnery sergeant, no staff sergeant, like that fucking, you know.
Yeah, because like on your first day, you were even told like, oh, my name's Steve or something, right?
Hey, just call me Jeff. And I was like, this is fucking crazy. I don't even want to know. Like, because I think of like my first unit when I was at 166. I didn't even know like my gunny's first name. I didn't even know his first name.
Oh,
I thought he was born and his name was Gunnery Sergeant. I think that's what he's like, you know. I got kids everywhere. I do too, man. They just don't know my real name. No, I'm just kidding. That's not. So, yeah, no, that sucks. I had to take a pill so I could deploy, or I'd be branding one of those girls after I emailed the brigade sergeant major as a PFC because I joined to deploy. I mean, it just got deactivated and they asked to go for volunteers. They won't let me go. That sucks, dude. Like that's
man,
one
that really sucks.
That's one thing that I've never envied about females in the military is like having to make those choices between being a parent and being a good soldier.
Yeah.
And see, I'm doing that in quotation marks, the good soldier. Like that does suck because like that was because I like I said, who was that? I was talking Amy earlier. Same fucking, almost the exact same situation, only I'm a dude, obviously. And I'm sure that she got way more shit for getting knocked up than I did for getting someone knocked up. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
that's
100%.
that's not a career ender for a dude. That's sometimes a career ender for a female to get pregnant, especially like Jessica was just talking about when she's at SRP getting ready to deploy. Like that sucks, and I hate how that mentality is, but I can also kind of see the aspect of, you know, if you're getting ready to deploy, how hard that is anyway, and then trying to do it while you're pregnant. God, that would suck. That'd be so tough. And I hate, but you have to make that choice. And that's such a tough choice to make. And I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said her mom left her at 7, or my mom left me at 7. Her mom left me. I vowed to never leave my child and end the generational curse. That's big on you, dude. I was branded a shitbag who just wanted to get out. I finished my contract and went back in 4 months after my son was born. Well, that's good, dude. I mean, it's not good you were branded a shitbag, but I mean, I'm glad you got to like continue on. Like,
well, unfortunately, as women in the military, there are a handful who will use pregnancy to get out of things, and it makes everybody look like shit for it. And so that's the first thing that pops into people's heads, especially if you're about to deploy or near a deployment or about to go to the field or NTC, you magically come up pregnant. Okay, I don't know. A lot of people know about what it takes to get pregnant, but sometimes it's a one-night stand. Sometimes it's tried for months and months. And even then, it can take you almost 4 weeks to even know you're pregnant.
Right.
So you can't just, you know, unless you knew about that deployment for a year, there's not a lot, you know. You can't really use that as saying we're shitbags, but it happens.
TJ asked, do you have an experience with Alaska or know much about it? I went to...
my daughter was stationed on Kodiak Island, but she was Coast Guard.
Right.
And that's about all I know.
I went to Fort Wainwright for like a month-ish. I just went up there TDY. And it was cool. But I went in the summertime, and the fucking mosquitoes were the size of sparrows, dude. It's fucking... Wainwright is... I have heard... I think... how do I put this like without sounding like a total dick? I think there are bases in the military some people love and some people hate. Fort Hood is one of them.
And that's one of them.
Fort Hood, Fort Wainwright, Fort Polk. I know those are all different names. And I think Wainwright's the same, but a lot of those places, right? People either love them or they fucking hate them. And there's no in between. There's no like, it was okay. I liked Alaska. I think Alaska's cool, but I don't know. It'd be tough, man.
I think mainland would probably be better than the island. I know my daughter's biggest complaint with the island was just the fact that getting to the mainland to get anywhere is so hard when you have to fly from the island, and sometimes you can't leave the island because the runways are frozen over or whatever.
Yeah, or,
At
yeah,
least if you're mainland, it's a little bit, easier. It's a larger airport. It's a larger runway. They have more things installed to keep the ice off of it, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But she really had no complaints about Alaska. She absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And she misses it so much now because she's stuck in Kentucky.
Yeah. Let's see. Quinn said the reserves wanted single mothers to have a child care plan for their child, preferably with immediate family, grandparents, etc. Not for if, but when they would be deployed. And I think that's everyone, right? Not just reserves.
But
I know
that's
reserves.
Across the board. When I got my divorce, I had to have a family care plan. But they couldn't put me out for being a single parent because I got a divorce. When I first came into the military, I would have had to not have just a family care plan, but I would have had to have given custody of my children to my mom to come in as a single parent, because you can't join single with having custody of your children. I would have had to give her temporary guardianship or temporary custody of them. But once you're in, if you become a single parent, they'll give you the option of taking a parenthood chapter. Or if you want to stay in, they'll just say, okay, you have to have two types of family care plans. You have to have the long-term that everybody normally has to have. And then you have to have an extra one that's short-term, but it has to be, or they like it or prefer it to be, a parent or a grandparent, something like that.
Somebody close.
So it's just a little extra if you're single.
Okay.
It's not that big of a deal.
TJ says, I'm Army, you're Marine. I was both, dude. I went in the Marine Corps first and I went in the Army.
Yeah. He did. He was an overachiever.
Yeah. My uncle was to ship to basic in April 15th to start out. So, I don't think there's really a good or bad time to go to basic. I think summertime sucks because that's when everyone else goes. But I mean, it's whatever. But Anchorage, I mean, going airborne does not guarantee you at Anchorage. Going airborne does not guarantee you. I mean, you could go to Bragg. You can go to fucking Germany to the 173rd too. Like, you get better. I mean, if you have those wings, you have better options. But I mean,
if you want to get it put in your contract.
Yeah, but I mean, you could, or you could, like I said, go to Germany. You could go to fucking Fort Carson. Like, you could go. I mean, just having those jump wings doesn't necessarily guarantee you anything. I mean, it gives you a better leg up, but it doesn't really give you anything. So, Jessica says birth control pills fuck me up and diagnosed PCOS. I don't know what that means. Oh, irregular periods.
It's polycystic ovary syndrome.
Okay. But I didn't want to know if I was pregnant or not. Didn't have an explanation or regular cycle, so I would punch myself in the uterus to get my period to start, or I don't know. Oof, that sucks, dude. Amy said my husband is deployed and I go to a school in April. I have to fly my kids to Ohio where we're at Bliss, and I have not.
She hasn't had to do a family care plan yet.
Oh God,
but it's required. Yeah, but if you're taking them to a family member to keep until generally. And I know a lot of more relaxed units, like I was active, then I was reserves, then I went back active again. And my reserve unit was much more laid back about family care plans. They were very chill. They were just like, so who's going to have your kids while you're gone? I was like, oh, my mom's coming up. All right, cool. Your mom's coming up. There you go. They just wanted to hear it out of my face. They didn't make us like fill out the paperwork. Right. So
I think now they're a little bit more paperwork driven. You know what I mean? But I don't know. He ships the 15th of April. Yeah, no, that's good. He does have Alaska in his contract, but I'm told the only airborne division. But okay, so there are people attached to an airborne division that aren't airborne. Like, I don't know what I think you said it's 13 uniform. Is that the officer one?
I'm not sure.
I didn't see it. But I mean, you can be in an airborne division and not be airborne qualified. They generally make you become airborne qualified, but there's lots of support staff and stuff that aren't actually airborne qualified. That, I mean, you can circumvent that a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it anymore. Like I said, I've been out for what? See, I got out 12, so over 10 years. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, we might not be the best
Jessica said,
subject matter experts.
I felt like a fraud wearing a maroon beret in 382. Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't, I mean, cause that's just part of the, yeah, I get that. Plus, I don't know, dude, like, I liked airborne. I like being airborne. That was fun, and I like kind of, I don't know, every now and again be like fucking the dirty legs. You can still pull that, and it's more of a jet, and it is fun. I did like, and I said airborne school is not. Everyone makes a big deal out of it.
Hey, do what you want to do, and I hope you get where you want to go and have a good time of it. And
absolutely,
I love all of y'all, but we're gonna have to wrap this up because I'm old and I have a tiny bladder.
And speaking of bad backs, we need to roll that up. Speaking of airborne qualified.
Speaking of,
yeah, but okay. So, did you check the cut sheet?
We have nothing coming up. Nobody has any guests or anything. We are
perfect.
Good to go.
All right. So, too many people are getting hurt. Too much money to train. Oh, for airborne, they got rid of the jump slots for whom? Oh, for different what? Huh. I guess I didn't know about it. I don't know anything about it. Anyway.
Well, we've been out for a long time, so we wouldn't know.
Yeah. So I wish I kind of wish I knew, but God, that's probably going to change. Here's
they
the
have to look that up.
Did someone say like I resemble that? Right? Yeah, TJ, absolutely come back, dude, whenever you want. Dude, we're here. We have shows.
Yeah, definitely. We're always here.
Actually, I'll do the spiel right now. So you've been listening tonight to Smoke Pit with me, Radar, her TeeZee. We're here every Wednesday-ish. And we love having you guys on. We love it. You guys are the reason we're here. Tomorrow night is Ice. Ice is out for a little bit. I'm not sure how long he's out. But normally on Thursdays, Sergeant's Time, they talk about all things sergeanting, reserve, National Guard, all that stuff. This Friday is my payday. No, so there's no shows this Friday or Saturday. Next Friday and Saturday they'll have shows. Sunday is the sports bar with the actual King Smith and Coach. They'll be talking about sports stuff. Probably NCAA tournament. If you don't have your brackets done, do them. Brackets. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning is the first games, so get your brackets in. Monday night is the Monday edition, so aptly named because the edition that happens every Monday. Again, it's Ice and Massey. They're here talking about all kinds of cool shit, current events, politics, some stuff like that. They'll be there. They'll be shooting the shit. Wow, they're very mad. And then Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior with CQ. He'll be talking about all things pop culture-y. He usually has some cool guests on, some cool stuff happening in the world. I'm sure he'll bring it up in movies, television, music, video games, etc. And then it comes back to us next Wednesday right here at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, right here on WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments. I really do. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Where are the brackets? You can find random brackets on like Yahoo Sports or ESPN, and or you can do that and hang out with your friends and family and build a bracket. You can find the brackets at ncaa.com. They have them on there. Ice is better. He had surgery on Monday, was it?
I believe so.
Ice had surgery. Everything went well. So he's doing great. He's just convalescing for a little bit. So, but I appreciate everyone for being here. Sorry for cutting it so short. We've been going for 2 hours, and that's the longest we've gone in a while. I got a bad back. She has a small bladder. But hey, everyone.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Come back next week.
See you next week.
Set an alarm on your phone. Follow U.S. Army WTF Moments or WTF Nation Radio and get alerts. And we do tag. And every time we go live, we tag that. And you guys can follow us. Come hang out, shoot the shit. We really do. We do this for you guys. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. I'm going to let us out on Turnpike Troubadour, Southeastern Sun, talking about Reserves, National Guard. It's a good song for that kind of stuff. So we'll do that. Hey, TeeZee, thanks for being here. Everyone else.
Thank you for lifting me up. I needed tonight.
Good. So
making me come for being such a bully.
Yep. Well, thanks so much, everybody, and we'll see you guys next week. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.